Anybody remember the album cover from the 4th album by Led Zeppelin with the old man carrying a bundle of sticks? Life has never been better. Times of old are not times that are bad. Sometimes when you reach your goals, you just want to get back to your roots and understand what actually living life is about. So today, I decided to clean up the rest of the tree that I removed from that trail. Thus far, I've processed this many pieces. They're just the right size to fit within the firebox. And these are the branches and limbs that came off of the main trunk. It really is amazing how big the branches are, yet they get so compacted when you lay them down into single rows. So like this tree, for instance, it looks very broad and big, but when you chop them all down into little pieces, aside from the main trunk, it might be less than this. Otherwise, let's take a peek at the remaining, and from there I can obviously finish the remainder. It is 4:45 and it's been getting dark earlier, but I believe I can finish off the remainder today. I've been separating them pretty well. I have the really big parts that need to be sawn down with the sawzall into 16-inch parts, and then I need to get an axe because I gave mine to the guy that was living in the yurt. But that axe, once I procure it, I will then be able to split the bigger pieces like this. But right now, this is the parts that remain. It was all the way over here to the fire pit, so I'm probably half or more of the way done. These are the pieces that I would consider kindling, so I've saved them. And these are the parts that I've just thrown onto the campfire pit that I've made. Some of these could be potential kindle, but I think they're just going to go up in a finger snap. So I don't know, maybe I'll take some of it. But yeah, like all of that, same amount, maybe a little bit more, is either big trunk that needs to be split or just a bunch of wispy nothings that are going to end up here. Once I get down to the point where these are the only things that remain, I will then drive to the store to buy an axe. And before I get into cutting them down, I've checked this over. This will take a chainsaw. I don't have one, at least not yet. I don't plan on buying one anytime soon, but this is still not touching the ground except for that one little crotch. So my sawzall will get me through this section, and that'll give me probably another 12 linear foot of splittable wood. I mean, the tree will be processed. There's no doubt about that. I just want to do it in a circumspect manner, and I have many other things going on. I have to complete the trail that starts over there. I've already taken the trail that starts here all the way down as far as it can go, all the way down to where the water is. So I have this trail that goes up and then around and then to about like maybe here. And then I have to go all the way back to where the water is. And then I have to come and go around the perimeter here like I did on this side and reclaim the land that these weeds have overtaken. And I suppose I'll need to come in and shave them down like a hedge, because they weren't all tall and whatnot either. They were just kind of like short little wispies, like little grown-ins, kind of like how it is here. This is not how they were. And I don't want this to be 100% briars next year, so I'll have to contour them as well. the sun is going down, soon to run out. So I got done another load. This is getting a little bit large because I continue to compress it, but so I think some of this rat's nest is going to end up being kindling. I'll make it into like tiny itsy bitsy pieces or something. Maybe put some wax on it. This is all that remains out of that big gigantic pile that used to go from this fire pit to those and be nothing but, is now down to this. I have the big ones that I need to cut with the sawzall and then split with an axe, including the one that's in the back still, which ought to net me at least 5 or 6 times this much, I'm guessing. And potentially that'll take me through till maybe January. So I'll just find another dead standing tree and knock it over. I mean, here's one. I think I'll let it stand. I'll find one that fell. I'll find another one that's similar to this. I mean, I'm going around the woods anyway. There's gonna be one. And then I'll wait until nature takes them down, because dead standing is dry wood. I don't have to wait for the season between or anything like that, because it already occurred. See, look, here's a dead standing right here. So this one will come down at some point, hopefully not on my van or house. There's another one off in the distance that I see. You can barely make it out against the clouds, but it's like right about here, center of finger. So they're here, dead standing. That's all. I'll just seek them out, and then otherwise picking up scraps, because there's always going to be limbs that are like at least this size all over the damn place. And as long as it's not like underwater or muddy or have mold growing out of it, fungus of some kind, then I'll just drag it with me while I'm walking. And then it'll be this. No big deal. And I'm going to finish the trail. Everything is good.